This free hypnosis lesson is part of a series of 6. If you'd like to download all 6 hypnosis lessons completely free of charge, please go to freehypnosislessons.com.
Hello there and welcome to lesson number 3. In this lesson we're going to look at the induction process itself, and you will be using some of the techniques that you learned over the past couple of days, so I hope you've had plenty of time to go through those and lots of time to practice. Now there are a number of things that can cause trance. The main ones are relaxation, confusion, shock and repetition. Now shock and confusion are fantastic when we move on to the more dynamic induction techniques, but today we're going to focus on the most simple and the easiest of inductions, and this makes use of relaxation. Now relaxation actually causes trance. What most people don't realise is when you relax at night, when you're going to sleep, you go through a state of hypnosis before you fall into normal sleep. The progressive relaxation induction makes use of this, and you relax a person down to a state where they enter hypnosis and then you use it productively. Now people rarely know how to relax, so step 1 of this process is to go through a relaxation technique to really help them to let go. And a great way to do this is to have them systematically tense and then relax each muscle group in turn. So here's a quick demonstration. Let's simply try this out. First of all, without tensing, I want you to just relax your arms. Just imagine your arms relaxing using whatever method you see necessary. Just imagine those arms letting go of tension, relaxing and becoming more comfortable. It's not very easy, is it? This time, give it a little bit of a shake off, and we're going to use tension. So first of all, we're going to tense the arms before you relax, and this should make your arms feel much more relaxed, and the shift will be much more noticeable. So when you're ready, tense up all the muscles in your arms, clench your fists, flex your biceps and hold them nice and tight for a few moments, as though your arm is made of pure rock solid muscle. Hold that for a couple of moments, and now on your next out breath, just let it go. Open your hands slowly and release all that tension as you allow your arms to relax. Notice your breathing and imagine your arm letting go of more and more tension on each out breath. Now see how much easier that was. So, to produce a state of relaxation that we need for the onset of trance, make use of the tension and relaxing exercise. So to start off, go through the entire body systematically, tensing and relaxing each muscle group in turn. And by the time you've done this, just after a few minutes, your client will be profoundly relaxed, and then you can go on to the next stage of the induction. So once your client is suitably relaxed, you're going to want to slow things right down and take it down a level or two. As you begin to slow things down, begin to talk much more slowly and even drag out your words. If you've done a good job of establishing rapport, as you slow things down, they'll shift into a much deeper and deeper state too. Notice how you feel listening to this lesson. Notice how much more relaxed you are now, simply because I changed my tonality and my pace. Now this is such a useful tool, and you can use it while hypnotizing people so easily, yet so many hypnotists overlook it. It's simple, it's easy to do, and it's incredibly effective. So be sure to practice slowing your pace and dragging out your suggestions, and you'll be surprised at how much more effective your inductions become with this simple small change. So it's something that's really worth working at. At this point, you need to make good use of the suggestive language patterns that we looked at in the previous lessons, as well as including a few new ones. Now you're going to start to use what's known as a linguistic bridge, and these are simple words that link statements together. Now these simple words are words such as and, as, while, causes and makes, and the way that they work is to give your client a suggestion that they know to be true, then use one of these linking words, one of these linguistic bridges, to tag on a suggestion that will take them in the direction that you want them to go. Now it really helps if you give them a few suggestions up front that they can confirm as true before you give them that one which takes them in the direction that you'd like them to follow. So to give you an example, you are listening to the sound of my voice as you relax and sit comfortably with your eyes closed, causing you to feel even more relaxed now, taking you deeper and deeper into trance. Now as the trance develops, you'll begin to notice signs of trance, such as rapid eye movements, relaxed facial muscles, jaw hanging limp and loose, flushed cheeks, twitching movements in the limbs as the tension is released, changes in the breathing pattern, and you may even notice the digestive system kicking in as you start to hear those stomach rumbles. When you hypnotise a person, you're not casting a spell. It doesn't matter what words you use or the precise order, you're simply relaxing them. If you feel as though it's moving too fast, then begin to slow it down. Many hypnotic scripts are available, but you really don't need one. If you're truly going to become a hypnotist, all you need to do is to just use a nice, calming, reassuring tone and give the client relaxing suggestions. Now it helps to move around the body, just as you did with the tensing and relaxing exercise. So to get you started, I'm going to give you a quick sample that includes the factors that we looked at so far. So once you've gone through the tensing and relaxing, what we want to do now is to move into an actual induction script, and this goes something like this. You are listening to the sound of my voice as you begin to relax a little more deeply now. Your eyes are closed and perhaps you are wondering how you will go into trance. I don't know if you will go into trance immediately or take a little time to really enjoy this process as you begin to feel it happening right now. That's fine. Just relax and hear my voice as you do. I want you to focus on your feet for a moment. Just breathe, listen to my voice, and focus on your feet relaxing. That's good. With each breath, you can imagine your feet relaxing more and more now. Become more and more comfortable now as this feeling eases up into your lower legs, soaking around your ankles and allowing your calf muscles to relax now. Doesn't that feel better? Just enjoy this feeling as it slowly spreads up into your knees. Now you'll continue in this way all over the client's body, and be sure to use all the suggestive language patterns that we've discussed so far. And that's pretty much all there is to a basic progressive relaxation induction. Of course you do need to deepen the trance state, and we're going to be looking at that in the next lesson. But for now, you really need to get practicing. If you can't find a willing volunteer, then simply record the inductions and listen back to them yourself. This is a great way to practice, and most people that do this are shocked at how fast they speak. When you're on the receiving end of the induction, you quickly realise how slowing everything down makes such a massive difference. A great thing to do is to imagine that the client doesn't actually understand English, and you have to relax them with your tonality and pace alone. Now I'll be back in your next lesson with the deepening techniques, but for now do go over what we've learned and discussed today and practice those. So as a quick recap, in order to put someone into the hypnotic state, all you're doing is relaxing them, and you're taking advantage of the natural state of hypnosis that occurs when we hit a certain level of relaxation. And we're going to do this by systematically tensing and relaxing the muscles of the body, and then talking them through a relaxation induction process. And we're going to lace this with lots of suggested language, including linguistic bridges, and lots of embedded commands to encourage them to go into trance. So have a good old practice with that, and I'll see you in the next lesson with the deepening process. You take care. Bye bye.
This free hypnosis lesson is part of a series of 6. If you'd like to download all 6 hypnosis lessons completely free of charge, please go to freehypnosislessons.com.